In my last video, I discussed my top 5 most unhinged Kody Brown moments. One of those moments was when Kody flipped out on Janelle during season 18, in large part because he was sick of this perceived shit talking that she was doing. And what he meant by that was all the stuff that she had been saying in her couch confessionals on the show. I have always been a firm believer that Robyn has been the most destructive addition to this family. But this did give me pause to consider the negative effects that the show has taken. And as a lot of you have pointed out in my comments, the two are not mutually exclusive, even though they occurred at the same time. Robyn and the show have contributed to the destruction of this family, and I believe that that is absolutely true. In this video, I want to talk about one of the most blatant examples of what I like to call the Robyn Effect. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get into today's video. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. I've been pretty open about the fact that I liked Kody at first. I found him charming, and the way he presented his family to us, the viewers, made me want to fight for their right to structure their family as they saw fit just as badly as he did. I mean, if they're all consenting adults and nobody is being mistreated, then why shouldn't they all be allowed to purport to be married, right? Well, little did we know at the time that there was so much sinister bullshit lurking beneath the surface. Since we know all the things we know now, it makes going back and rewatching the show really eye-opening. So much was there right from the very beginning, like Christine pleading with Kody to give a shit about all of his households equally. She told him she felt like he was replacing his family with Robyn and her kids. That happened in the very first episode of the series. Well, speaking of the very first episode, remember that moment when Kody sat down with the OG3 and they discussed what they wanted for their kids in terms of following in their footsteps in plural marriage?
You know what? I hope that our kids do what they want to do, whether it's live our lifestyle or have no religion at all, as long as they are strong and firm in what they want to do and that they're not following somebody else.
Ultimately, I want them to marry who they love.
I believe in marrying for love.
Or choose
so I hope
who,
they do that.
God forbid that someone chooses their marriage for them. Ugh.
Kody says, I believe in marrying for love. And Janelle physically recoils at the thought of someone dictating to one of her kids who they should marry. Mary says she just wants all the kids to be happy, whether that's following in their footsteps into plural marriage or having no religion at all. When I first heard that, I was like, well, hey, that's pretty progressive, especially for people that are practicing a fundamental religion. But we see this with Kody, that he tells his kids that if they feel strongly about something, sell him on it. That happened with Mykelti when she put her foot down and didn't want to attend home church one day. She actually threw it back in Kody's face that she was morally opposed to having their church service be filmed. So she was being a conscientious objector in that regard. Mykelti was playing chess there, whereas Kody was playing checkers. That was a bold move and a funny moment. Kody probably wanted to be like, well, tough shit, you're coming to church, but this was being filmed. So he was like, la-di-da, I love that my kids have their own minds. Well, I don't know if I ever fully bought that the kids could just do whatever they want if they convinced Kody it was a good idea. I did believe that none of the parents were pressuring the kids to live polygamy or grooming the girls to become sister wives. I really did buy what the parents were saying, that they wanted their kids to make their own decisions regarding their faith. I've had my feelings on this validated by Kody's nephew, Ben, who has told us that he considers Kody as his most open-minded family member. Kody actually helped Ben go on a trip to Uganda, a trip that his own father was adamantly opposed to. So I feel like at one point, Kody really did believe in helping his children follow their passions. After Robyn marries into the family, we really see that start to change, and I call that the Robyn Effect. I feel feel like Robyn brought a level of paranoia to the OG3, especially Christine. And the disparity in Kody's treatment of his wives and their households was just so apparent. I've followed several ex-Mormon content creators, including Amanda Ray, who you guys know I love. She was on the show Escaping Polygamy. She has spoken on the fact that with sister wives, there was always a pecking order. The first wife was kind of top of the pyramid when it came to running the household. The other wives would defer to her. But that's not to be confused with the favorite wife. First wife wasn't always the favorite wife. She was often the legal wife, but she was still the wife at the top of the pyramid. When Robyn came into the Brown family, she wasted no time throwing her weight around, and she really changed the very fabric of this family. I mean, shit, she even found a way to become Kody's legal wife. That's a big deal. By season 3, the parents have a completely different vision for their kids than what we heard back in episode 1, specifically the older girls. And just a quick note, this clip includes Mary and Kody's child Leon, who identifies as trans non-binary and uses they, them pronouns. But I am including them because they are referenced in this group of older girls, and it utilizes Leon's sex and name assigned at birth.
You know, I would really love to see Maddie and Mariah and Aspen have sister wives. We want our children to choose this faith.
If our kids don't choose to live this way, it's going to be hard for me to think, gosh, did I do a bad job?
My children get to be accountable for their choices. You own what you choose.
We somehow have gone from Kody saying, I believe in marrying for love in season 1 to you're accountable for your choices and you own what you choose by season 3. Why does that sound ominous? And Robyn, with all the gall of 1,000 wives, sits there and says we want Aspen, Madison, and Leon to be sister wives. This is such a blatant example of the Robyn effect. The OG3 know that in order to remain in Kody's good graces now, they have to be in Robyn's good graces, and that overrides even previously held convictions that they had. Now we have Christine chiming in saying, oh yeah, if they didn't choose polygamy, we would have thought that we failed. You just know that she said that in order to score some much needed brownie points with Kody. Agree with Robyn, get in Kody's good graces. What an about face from season 1. Like I said earlier, Robyn came into this family and systematically undid the very fabric that bound this family together. Sure, the OG family had issues. No family is perfect. Heck, we've read the book. We know of Mary's alter ego, Scary Mary. But the family we are introduced to in season 1 was functioning as a somewhat well-oiled machine. Maybe they could have used some WD-40, but there was a system in place. Christine was mom wife, Janelle was working wife, Mary was supervisor wife, and Kody would fly in and fly out and get redirected as necessary to where he was needed. Sure, Aspen and Logan were parentified to the max, but I will say I get a sense of contentment from the family in that very first season, and boy, was it all downhill from there. Let me know some other examples of the Robyn effect that you've noticed over the seasons. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Check out my second channel, Sarah Spills. A link for that will be in the description of this video. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, and X at Reality Squad, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.